BFB, but the most recently voted contestant is eliminated. This is a sequel to a video I made a couple of months ago. Like that one, the premise is based off of the fact that people continue to try to vote even after the deadline has passed. What if only the most recent person to have done this had their vote matter? Additionally, for Vote to Save, the last contestant to not have a vote is out. To increase the number of commenters being represented, I will be limiting each to having only one of their comments appear if they repeat. This won't apply to the post-split section, though. Finally, no Teapot this time. That will have a separate video as this one took long enough as it is. I want to make sure I get all the comments on the same day, and I would have to get up to 12 comments for each Teapot episode, which is more time consuming and tedious than it sounds. With that said, let's get into it. Ions end up being the first team to lose in this episode as they did not get a basket to X. S. Hamilton is our voter this episode, and they enclosed a G in square brackets, which means that Snowball is the first to leave BFB. Beep are the next team to lose, and Ilyesh727 voted for Rocky to leave the game by enclosing a D in square brackets. For BFB3, Jacqueline Tatum 3668 has a very straightforward comment for us. They are typing G for gelatin to be eliminated. It doesn't get much clearer than that. This episode marks the first loss of Death Pact. Catherine Bibare's 4520 wanted Lite to get eliminated, so this elimination happens as normal. I also suspect we will see many with this format of username. Despite what it says, this comment does not need to be translated as it is simply an E enclosed in square brackets. A vote for Roboti, so nothing changes. Again. For the first time, the most recent comment overall is an attempted vote. It is for loser though, so unfortunately for the interestingness of this video, nothing changes for the third time in a row. A better name than that lose next, and the person with this username voted H, so Robot Flower is gone. For this episode, Rabbitkind is the Kingmaker, or rather, King Breaker, and they choose Eraser to break. For Beep's third loss, a car is the one deciding who leaves this time. They voted F, so that means Balloony is out of here. The user with a bunch of random characters at the end of their name has declared that they want Rocky back, so it shall be so. It seems we are getting many colorful characters casting votes 6 years late. This time, they choose Match to leave the game, just like the real episode. In this episode, a vote for D is a vote for Spongy, so he will be leaving the game next, and Fiery Jr. will take his place. Eight Names is the very last team to lose a member. Took them long enough. Anyways, this vote for Book is about a day old, but it is also the most recent attempt at a vote. I assumed if Spongy got replaced, they would be in grave danger. And I was right, as the most recent comment is for Fiery Jr., who was replacing him. Loser and Fiery Jr. rejoined the game at the split, and 40 contestants joined 2's show. This leaves us with just 14 left. In Vote to Save, instead of the most recently voted being out, they will be safe, and the last to receive a vote will be out instead. Additionally, the no repeat commenters rule is being dropped for this section. Bracelety is the last to not have a comment, so she is gone. This episode shows off why I'm giving Teapot its own separate video when I usually don't for alternate elimination orders. I had to scroll through 3 weeks worth of comments to find 6 unique votes. Blocky didn't get one though, so he is out. There was someone at the very top who voted for all but one contestant to be safe, but I did not count that for obvious reasons. What does count are the votes you see on screen. Bubble is out. Loser normally gets out despite his popularity, but even if he was popular with the viewers, that doesn't really help him when only one vote counts. The have-nots lose for a second time in a row. You don't need to tell me that the Blocky vote is to eliminate him. It's being counted as a save vote since that's the system. More importantly, Taco is out like normal. I've noticed that a lot of people who vote after the period is over also tend to not even format their attempts to vote correctly, such as using parentheses or just a letter by itself. Leafy is out of the game here. In the final elimination before the merge, the have-nots lose again. This time around, Fiery is going to leave, ironically being replaced by his junior counterpart. Woody is the first to fall after the merge takes place. I had to go pretty far down to find the one for Fiery Jr. as well. After this episode, we reached the final 5. We also finally bid farewell to Fiery Jr., who was replacing Woody. This took long enough for that to happen. Ruby ends up getting Profiley to the BRB, so the rest are put up for elimination. As a result, we see the fall of the one who in the real series would go on to win the whole thing. BFB 27 had the final regular challenge besides the marathon of all other challenges, and Ruby, who is replacing Leafy, leaves the game as a result of losing in it. One of 2 episodes where this is a two-way race. Teardrop is the last contestant to not replace someone, and has been since Flower got out. However, she is now gone as well, just like the real episode. This means the finalists are David and Lollipop. Which of them had someone attempt to vote for them more recently? The winner of BFB is Lollipop. Honestly, I'm not surprised given the event of the episode. Whoever replaced Flower was basically guaranteed to be the winner. Congratulations to her. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.